Hello everyone, I'm Jake.
I'm Demi.
Welcome to our channel, and today we are in High Park in Toronto. Weather is phenomenal. Yes, there's a bit of cold wind blowing, but it's not so bad. We are really happy today. So the topic for today's video, for all those people who are now planning to move to Canada as new immigrants and are in two minds, which city to move to, Toronto or Calgary? Well, we were in the same dilemma a couple of months ago when we were planning to move to Canada. Our first choice was Calgary, but due to our personal choices, we planned to move to Toronto. In our video, we will draw a comparison based on 4 relevant factors for any new immigrant: the cost of living, quality of life, job opportunities, and weather conditions. By the end of video, I'm sure you would be able to make a decision which city you want to move to. Is Calgary or Toronto? So let's roll this wonderful video with some beautiful shots of High Park. So let's talk about the first point, cost of living. When we talk about Toronto and Calgary, one of the major differences is that in Calgary, you only pay 5% GST. There is no provincial tax. Whereas in Toronto, the combined tax, the federal and the provincial tax, comes to somewhere around 13 to 15%, which is a big difference. Apart from that, when it comes to cost of living, there are many factors which you have to look into, like your monthly rentals, the food and grocery bill, the transportation bills. If you have a car, what would be the price of fuel, and your car insurance. So between these two cities, I'm just going to show you some tables of comparison. You can pause the video, read it, and draw your own conclusion. I'm enjoying in High Park today. Alright, so the next relevant factor for all new immigrants is the weather condition, especially if you're coming to Canada. In terms of weather, I would say that Toronto and Calgary both are extremely cold. In Calgary, temperature drops to minus 40 degrees Celsius also in winters. Similarly, in Toronto, it can go drop to minus 25, minus 30 degrees. The difference between two cities is that in Calgary, you will get bright sunlight throughout the year. Whereas in Toronto, in harsh winters, the weather is mostly cloudy and very wet due to the humidity. Whereas in Calgary, it is very dry. Now, another important thing in Calgary is that the infrastructure to deal with cold weather is very good. Throughout the city, you will find these skywalks which are 15 feet above the ground. They are heated, they are like tunnels, and they are connected from one building to another. So you really don't have to walk in the snow. Water is very cold right now. Alright, so another important factor for new immigrants to consider when they are choosing between Toronto and Calgary is the job opportunity. In my case, I chose Toronto because my field of work, retail sector, is very big in Toronto. In fact, Toronto has a very diverse work culture. There are so many industries, like IT sector is there, medical is there, retail is there, manufacturing is there, engineering, construction, I mean whatnot. It's abundance of job in Toronto. In comparison, Calgary has largely been dependent on oil and mining sector, though of late it is trying to come out of the shadow of the whole mining and oil industry and trying to create jobs in other fields as well. But I'm sure it's going to take more time. Some people say that in Calgary there are less people, so there is less competition to get jobs. But I say that then there are less people to even create those jobs. So I don't understand how this equation works. I'm just gonna show you a table of comparison which I've taken out from various job sites like Indeed.ca to just show you the difference in numbers of jobs available in Toronto versus Calgary. Have a look and then take your own decision. Alright, so let's now talk about the last factor, quality of life. When I talk about quality of life, a lot of factors are involved in it. Let's say from youngsters' perspective, Toronto is a city which is full of action. The nightlife is very good in downtown Toronto. There are more clubs, bars, fancy restaurants. Whereas in comparison, Calgary is a more small town feel to it. It's a quieter city, ideal for families and couples. If they like more outdoor activities, Calgary is a better place. For action-packed activities, Toronto is the right place. In Calgary, yes, you won't find so many fancy restaurants, there won't be diverse cuisine, whereas Toronto is full of multicultural and diverse cuisine. So these are few factors. Apart from that, very important factor is the cleanliness. Now Calgary has been voted, Alberta in fact, the whole province has been voted as one of the cleanest province and the cleanest place to live in the world. Whereas Toronto is not so clean as compared to Calgary. In Calgary, if you throw a cigarette butt on road, you will be charged $500 to $1,000. Whereas in Toronto, alright guys, so we have given you the detailed comparison between Toronto and Calgary. For now, our choice is Toronto based on our priorities. What is your choice? Put it in the comment section and let everyone know about it.
Don't forget to subscribe. See you till next time. Bye. What is it? Oh my god.